Are you confused about the difference between Social Security disability benefits and ERISA disability insurance benefits? Well, guess what? You're not alone. Social Security and disability benefits work completely different. While they do provide financial help when you're unable to work, there are some very significant differences. The first is that Social Security disability is a federal government program for people who have contributed to the Social Security disability system by working at least 20 out of the 40 last quarters. Now, disability insurance, on the other hand, is insurance that you can get through your employer or you can purchase individually through an agent. It replaces part of your income if you become disabled, but you're actually paying the premium through employer contributions or directly out of your pay. So there's some significant difference in terms of the funding. The other thing you need to understand is the difference in qualifying for Social Security disability benefits and ERISA disability benefits. Social Security disability uses a 5-step sequential evaluation test that asks, among other questions, at step 3, whether you meet a listing, at step 4, whether you can go back to your past work, and at step 5, whether there's other work you can do in the mythical, hypothetical, not real world national economy. On the other hand, in an ERISA disability claim, the question becomes whether you meet the applicable definition of disability, as that term is defined in the definition section of the policy or plan. It might be a material and substantial duties test. It might be an inability to do the essential functions of the job. So it's a completely different test than a Social Security disability test. Well, how about payment? I will tell you that short and long-term disability benefits will generally pay quicker because the process is much quicker than Social Security disability, which is incredibly slow. And unfortunately, based on staff reductions at Social Security, the delay, at least in the Florida area, in getting your initial application reviewed by a claims examiner is over a year. Not so with a shorter long-term disability claim. That's reviewed fairly quickly, and the decision is fairly quickly. Let's talk about medical standards. The medical standards are completely different. In the Social Security world, you have to get treatment by an acceptable medical source, have a medically determinable impairment, and at step 3, potentially meet a listing to have your benefits automatically awarded. Otherwise, Social Security is going to determine from your records what your functional restrictions and limitations might be and determine at step 4, whether you can go to your past work or at step 5, do other work in the national economy. In the context of ERISA disability, the issue really becomes, what does the policy or plan require in terms of proof? Are you required to provide objective proof of the diagnosis and objective proof of restrictions and limitations? How do those restrictions and limitations prevent you from doing your own or any occupation? You can see that there are very significant differences. And if you need help navigating the long-term disability or Social Security disability claims process, give us a call. We handle both cases across the United States. And there is an interaction, by the way, in your long-term disability case and your Social Security case. Under the terms of your most long-term disability policies, you're required to apply for Social Security disability benefits. You want to have an attorney who understands both systems and will represent your interests. 727-894-3188 for a complimentary consultation.